Suzu Magalie, a hobby cosplayer from Germany, and in this video I'm going to take my first steps on my cosplay costume making adventure. In my last video, I challenged myself to the Ultimate Online Cosplay Championships of 2021, and in this video I'm going to show you how I usually start my design process. So I think first of all I need to do a little disclaimer here. I'm not a designer, I'm not a seamstress or anything. Cosplay is just a hobby of mine, but I really do want to improve my sewing and prop making skills, and that's why I'm doing this challenge. I usually start my design process in a sketchbook like this one. It's just so that I can keep everything in one place, write down some ideas, print some stuff out, and visualize the whole project. So in this last few weeks I've been brainstorming a lot about which cosplay I want to make for the competition, and I've had this idea in my head that I wanted to make like a warrior princess costume or something, because I wanted to make a pretty dress, but I also wanted to make something like a sword to practice my prop making skills, and that's when I thought about Yuna from Akatsuki no Yonna. So Akatsuki no Yonna is one of my absolute favorite manga. I just love the story, I love the characters. I think the mangaka Mizu Kazanagi has done such a great job to bring the whole story to life. I love the costume design she makes. She draws this very detailed dresses, and I just fell in love with it at first sight. So Akatsuki no Yonna, it's actually kind of a blend of different Asian cultures. So there's not only Japanese influences, but I think also Chinese and Korean, and I think that's why the clothes and the costumes in the manga are actually quite different than a lot of other mangas. Yonna is such a strong character. She's actually one of my absolute favorite characters in the story, even though there's so many great ones. But I didn't want to cosplay her normal outfit because I thought that might be a bit boring. And then I remembered that I think in around chapter 46 to 66, her and the group actually go to another kingdom, the Kai Empire, to investigate in a crop. And there they stumble upon this village where the people of the village are actually having a fire festival that evening, and Yonna can't say that she's from Koka Kingdom. So they make up this lie that they're actually traveling dancers, and so the villagers say, "Oh, you have to dance at our festival tonight." In the end, it's actually decided that Yonna is the one who is supposed to do the dance because she did take dancing lessons when she was still in the castle. And they put her in this really beautiful, gorgeous dress and outfit. I think they said it's supposed to be a wedding dress. And it has a headpiece on, and they give her a sword so she could do a sword dance. And as soon as I thought about this costume, I thought, oh, I think this is the costume I want to make. The only problem I have with the costume is that it's actually on the cover of volume 12. And it's really beautiful, but it's very, very blue. And I have made a lot of blue costumes in the past, but I just don't think the blue suits me very well, to be honest. But then I thought to myself, hey, this is my costume, I'm making it, so I can actually change the colors if I want to. So that's what I did. I took a photo from the cover of volume 12 and put it into Clip Studio Paint. I messed around with the colors until I settled on pink and blue. I like the yellow as well, but I kind of thought it was too different from the aesthetic of the original outfit. So after all this brainstorming, all the prep work is done, and I can finally start the design process. I like starting off my sketchbooks by doing an illustration of the logo from the franchise I'm cosplaying from. With this, I get motivated whenever I look at my sketchbook. In this case, I first drew the logo from this year's Ultimate Online Cosplay Championships with black and yellow fine liner. Afterwards, I moved on to the logo from Akatsuki no Yonna. Sadly, I am not very skilled in calligraphy, and I only know a few kanji characters, so I'm sorry for any Japanese or Chinese person who might be watching this video. After the writing was done, I just added some pink and blue watercolors to fit the color scheme of the anime. Next, I had to print out some scans from the manga, which I'll be using as a reference throughout the whole project. After I was done with that, I cut out all the scans I had made with a sharp hobby knife so that I could glue them into my sketchbook. As you can see, the dress in the manga and on the cover page are different in some aspects. The embroidery on the sleeves from the dress on the cover is much smaller, whereas the flower patterns of the blue edges of the dress is much bigger. I decided that I like the aesthetic of the one on the cover more. After inspecting the dress for a while, I noticed that the style of the outfit and the pattern kind of reminded me of what the Mongolians wear in the series Marco Polo. Especially the blue collar and the headpiece reminded me of Kokajin, the Blue Princess. The outfit seems to consist of an undergown which has a collar and another gown that is worn over the other and is tied on the side of the dress. A long belt is worn around the waist and tied on the side as well. The headpiece is made from a band which has a lot of jewelry and accessories attached to it. There is a long transparent veil attached to it as well. The jewelry consists of earrings with long dangly things attached to them and 2 different necklaces, one with 3 simple golden pearl strings and one longer one with 10 golden ornaments attached to it. I could not find any information about from which country or region Southern Kai was inspired by, but I thought that the wide and dry, almost desert-like landscape that is portrayed in the manga roughly resembles Mongolia. So it might be logical that they would wear similar clothing as they have to protect themselves from similar weather conditions. So I went on the internet and did some research on traditional Mongolian clothing. By doing a quick Google image search, I found this article from the website chinatoday.com. The article describes the traditional clothing style of the Mongolian minority of northern China. It states that traditional Mongolian clothing originates from ancient nomadic Chinese clothing. I will not recite the whole article, but it was a nice read, and I will link it in the description below if anyone is interested in reading it. In the article, it's explained that men and women wear very similar gowns, which have to withstand harsh weather conditions and are closed in the front or the side. The hems are often embroidered, and women tend to wear more colorful clothing in pink, blue, and green. So jewelry seems to be an important aspect as well. Married women wear headdresses which are decorated with precious stones and pearls, whereas unmarried women only wear bracelets and earrings. I thought this description fit the profile of Yana's outfit very well, and the article gave me a good base to work on. On the website touristinfocenter.mn, I found a short subscription of the Museum of Mongolian Costumes. In it, it's explained that the traditional Mongolian garment is the del, and I'm very sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong. So, sorry. If anyone knows how to pronounce this right, please write it in the comments. I'll be very happy about that. The del is usually made from natural materials like wool, cotton, and silk. After searching for the word del, I found another article on the website nationalclothing.org, which explains the difference between a del and a telek. Sorry for pronouncing it wrong, I'm so sorry. Telek? Yeah, anyway. It seems that the telek is an undergarment that is more simple and has a high collar, whereas the del is often worn over the telek and can be more festive. So this short research on traditional Mongolian clothing was very interesting. I am happy to have found out so much. I will link all the websites I found in the description below, so if you want to check them out, go ahead. I thought they were very interesting. So that was it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I think in the next video I'm actually going to get started on making a mock-up of the costume, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. So maybe I'll see you then. Goodbye! So sadly, it's been taking me really long to edit these videos. I had originally planned on uploading simultaneously while working on the costume, but my computer could just not keep up with the editing. And until I got a new one, so much time had already passed that I did not have the time to work on the costume and the editing, so yeah. As I'm currently recording this, I have already finished the project and I sent in my submission for the competition. But I am still planning on uploading this whole project, it's just going to take me a while. Anyway, maybe I'll see you in the next video. Well, goodbye!